Hey.
So whenever you're ready, you can start the intro.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, just start the introduction, please.
Hey.
Quiet on the side.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the American Sushi Podcast.
Hey, was that the intro?
No, it wasn't because you fucked it up. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the American Sushi Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, otherwise known as Two Spook. I'm gonna beat up my freaking mic. I will scream into this mic. I will do it. I will scream. This is the last time I'm attempting before it's scream mode, alright?
Okay, well,
The last time.
You're definitely encouraging us to make you scream. See,
I mean, you guys are gonna be the ones who,
I'll turn you down.
Your ears will die.
I can turn my headphones down.
Okay, well then, I will purposely just yell in the middle of every time you talk.
That'd make everyone happy. Alright, go ahead.
Hey, everybody, and welcome.
I didn't mean to do it.
Oh no. We broke him.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the American Sushi Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Too Spooky, otherwise known as Brandon, and I'm here with Evan.
That's me. I'm here.
And today we have two very special guests. It is two returning guests, in fact, but now they are here together. It is the two zestiest boys on the planet, Luke and James. How you guys doing?
Oh, good. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Good, good.
Hey, Luke, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
Hey, you're zesty. You're zesty. Welcome back, Zesty boys. But before we begin, I have a special surprise for Brandon since he left early on the 10th episode. I've got a couple more videos to show him, so you guys get the treat of listening to them as well. So get your streams ready. Turn the volume on. Turn it away from your computer so we don't get an echo, and just enjoy the sweet sultry sounds of Aaron Uzi first.
Hey Brandon, it's Aaron Uzi, author of the best-selling children's book Regulus and director of the Regulus movie. Your friend Evan reached out to me and told me how big of a fan you are of my work, but also that you have this new podcast called American Sushi. From the episodes that I have listened to, I must say, you two have a talent for entertainment. And being an entertainer myself, there's nothing more encouraging than seeing two young entrepreneurs go out of the way to develop something from their own hands and make a name for themselves. And I wish you all the luck in growing that podcast moving forward. That's definitely something that I've always wanted to do. So hopefully I can learn from your experiences. So please feel free to reach out whenever you like and ask questions, because I am here to help you along this dangerous path you have ahead of you. But your friend Evan did also mention that you wanted to know a little bit more about my world record. So when I was 19 years old, I claimed 6 world records for my work in writing and publishing. The more notable record out of the bunch has to be most books published by a teenager. And I claimed that when I was just 19 years old. So if you can take this advice seriously to heart, just know that anything you have set in this world is never permanent. It's always temporary. So appreciate what you have now and enjoy the ride. Because never look at the end goal as the end-all, be-all. You need to appreciate every step that you take. And don't worry, I will be here for every step of the way. So best of luck to you two. Stay healthy, and we will speak more soon.
Like I said, he went freaking above, way above and beyond what I asked.
What a wholesome guy.
Super good.
What a whole,some guy.
11 out of 10.
Anyone in the chat who just heard that and or people watching this, buy that guy's book right now.
Yeah,
just to support such a wholesome, lovely man.
Aaron Uzi is one of my favorites that I've gotten. But for him to actually listen to it, I thought was really interesting. I don't know that he actually did, but he said he did.
Well, he is going to help us all along the way.
He is.
So shout out to our man out here supporting us from day one.
So he'll be on the podcast in the future, maybe.
Bet. We can only hope so.
That'd be the goal. But all right, I got one more for you today. Just to tease you. This one's also pretty wholesome. It's just very interesting. So
so it's wholesome episode.
Yeah, it is wholesome episode. This is the a cameo engineer of some sort, I believe. So he works for Cameo, but also gives cameos. So here he is. This is Eric Metelka.
Double duty.
Hey everyone, this is Eric from Cameo, and I hear that Brandon
This guy also went above and
and
beyond,
Evan
I have to
are
say.
starting the
before it
American
started.
Sushi Podcast. What? You're starting the American Sushi Podcast? Okay, I am at my office, which is also my bedroom, and I am going to jump on my bed because I am so excited you're starting the American Sushi Podcast. There you go. That's as excited as it gets.
Yep.
This bedroom / office combo. I also hear Brandon. You're gonna
didn't ask
be
him to do that, but he did.
the very best that no one ever was. You're gonna be a Pokemon Go streamer. So I think you can do that. It's just like
Believe it.
So, congratulations on that on the podcast and your aspirations to be a Pokemon Go streamer. I think you might corner the market if you can just go outside where other people aren't and catch those Pokemon. So best of luck.
Corner the market, yes.
Oh man.
Oh, what a great guy, dude. I just want to say to anybody out there, if anyone's ever like, hey, I'm really excited for your podcast, I'm going to be like, well, did you jump on your bed?
Did you jump on your bed for it? Yeah, nice.
And if the answer is no, I don't want to talk to you. That's that simple. We have a new bar raised for level of excitement about this podcast.
Oh, God.
Wow, Evan, thank you. That's definitely a
welcome.
big step up from last
It'll
time.
only get worse next time, so don't worry.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's some special ones,
Hey,
so-
I'm going to be sick next time
Yeah,
and every
me
time
too.
after that.
So we'll wait.
Okay. Okay, cool.
All right, so hey, Zesty Boys, how'd you guys meet? We got you here, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, we do.
Why don't you guys tell the story how you met the other?
Well, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Elementary school.
Okay.
And I think we talked a couple of times, but we weren't really good friends in elementary school. And then I got a new job with Evan, and
Yeah.
Luke was already there.
No, not true.
What?
Oh, Luke. Do you mean Luke started before me? Because that's not true.
No.
Okay.
No,
He started
no.
before me.
I just have to still I still have to instill that I had seniority over Luke, even though I don't work there anymore.
Right. I don't think it works like that anymore because you quit, and he still works there, so he has more time in than you.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I worked.
But anyway,
Brandon
Anyway.
worked there.
Congrats. We've all worked there, unfortunately.
That's right.
but anyway, you know, we just kind of got really close after being best buds. We were the three musketeers, Evan, Luke, and I, and we just had some really good times. So that's how we became good friends.
Luke, how do you remember?
Don't
the
forget
meeting?
don't forget about the cahoots with Cooper
Yeah, we
and
also
Billy
had
as well.
we also had like a group of
That's true.
delinquents.
We were
known as
delinquents.
we were known as the cahoots. Those we would always just make a bunch of trouble for our GM.
Dude, hide the silverware. Class.
Can you explain that real quick?
Oh yeah, so our job was hospitality or just cashier and hosting, and all we would do is anytime we get slow, we would take our takeout silverware and we would just hide it in locations up front. I think my favorite location was I literally put it on top of the door, so like where the metal part is, where the mechanism is to let it swing. I put it up there, and it stayed there for at least a month until someone got it down.
One time we got one on a TV. So that happened.
Nice.
Yeah. And so how did you guys become butt buddies?
I think it just happened organically.
Okay.
I don't know. I think he just has that twinkle in his eyes that I just can't resist.
Excuse.
I'd say Luke's got that nice butt. You know, I just keeps me from going away. You know,
He does got that wagon.
he do have a wagon though.
I disavow.
You know it's true, though.
Yeah.
I disavow.
Can we get a picture of Luke's butt on stream, please?
Absolutely
No,
not.
we can't. We can't.
Absolutely not.
Not even.
Don't worry, I
Very
got you covered. Here, I'll send you one.
Please. Please don't. But okay, Evan, please ask another
I
question.
don't want to. All right.
Okay.
Cool. So can you guys express some of the activities you've done together? Like,
I think Luke's got this one.
yeah, Luke has this one. The really well
I
worded
mean, obviously we spent a good amount of hours together at work.
Uh-huh.
But at one point, a living situation consisted of him,
I
his
forgot about
girlfriend, now
this.
fiance, and then my ex at the time. So we spent a lot of time either at their house or just on double dates and stuff like that. So our bond grew through there and through some also some shared resentment.
Yeah, is that when he saw your dick?
What?
Whoa.
Which time?
Is that the first time you're talking about, or?
I don't know.
I disavow.
Yeah, that's your guys' thing. I could have just had the, hey Luke, explain your Discord quotes, please. And that could have been our podcast.
Man, it depends on what I'm allowed to say.
Never mind. So, can you tell the fun story about me?
Which one?
The one with the local hot dog stand.
Oh, yeah. So, this was before.
From
so,
your
out of the four of us,
perspective.
yeah. So, out of the four of us, I am the youngest.
That's true.
I'm currently 22. I'm just younger than.
You're a baby.
Yeah, I'm younger than James by 4 months, and then younger by Evan and Brandon by about 2 or 3 years. So when I was about 19 or 20, I was picking up both Evan and mutual friend Adam from the bar.
Yeah.
And I pick them up from the downtown location. Yeah. I pick them up from the downtown location. I'm not even out into traffic yet. I'm still trying to pull out, and they are avidly telling me about this hot dog stand. How amazing it is. They are, to say they are enthusiastic about this hot dog stand is a complete understatement. I think I got reminded about this hot dog stand before I left the downtown area. Before I got 3 streets away, I got reminded how good this hot dog stand was at least 5 or 6 times. Because these guys were absolutely sloshed.
Like, to put it into perspective, we both almost were in tears by how good these hot dogs were to us at this moment in time.
Yeah, like, so they were hard, because this was, so I was 19 turning 20 that summer, and they were harping at me like, dude, when you turn 21 next summer, which was last summer, you gotta go to this hot dog stand. It's gonna be fantastic. And I was like, all right. So it was this running gag for a few months, and it was kind of the whole year. It would occasionally pop back up about how good this hot dog stand was.
Yeah.
So for my 21st birthday, we were all hyped. We're like, all right, this is his time to shine. You know, he's gonna get some good drinks in him, and he's gonna go get this hot dog. But we find out that this hot dog stand shuts down the year I turned 21. It was.
Yep.
To say I was disappointed, again, is an understatement.
Another understatement, yeah.
However,
well, I have a big question here.
I also, on a different story, went to a casino, won $1,000 that night, completely drunk out of my mind. So I think I'll take that over a hot dog.
That was a wild night.
See, my biggest question.
Dude, I don't remember most of it.
Well, here's my question, right?
What is it?
So I know, obviously, to really appreciate this particular hot dog stand, apparently you need to be literally in a new state of being.
Sure.
But
you can't walk straight. Yes.
Yeah. Why didn't you just go get a hot dog at any other time?
Because I had to be drunk out of my mind.
Listen,
here's the thing, Brandon.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Listening.
Okay. I have a hindsight 2020 right here. So here's what you do. You illegally drink with your buddy James over here, but he doesn't drink. He's a good boy. He drives you down, you get a hot dog, and then you eat it in the car. So, you did break the law, but you still got to have the experience.
So I'm gonna explain something to you, all right? So,
okay.
when you go downtown, there's these things called police officers that like to drive around.
Patronizing. I'm gonna explain something to you.
And I'm 22 and I look 17 still.
Absolutely.
So if I get out of a car and walk 5 steps, because when I get drunk, I do need a babysitter. Evan can attest to this.
Absolutely.
You both
oh my
do.
God, you both do. Yeah.
What?
No.
No,
James is even worse.
James.
James.
No.
All right. Do I need to tell? All right. Listen.
Wait.
Let me get to your freaking birthday, James. I will get to your birthday.
Let me finish. Please let me finish my story.
Luke,
then we'll move on
finish.
to James defending himself, and then we'll all shit on James. Okay.
Yes.
So if I got out of a car and even walked 5 steps and stumbled at all, the cop's gonna be like, "Hey, you're definitely, not 21. I'm gonna get carded. I'm gonna make me pull my ID," which I'll stupidly have because I'd bring my wallet, and then I would definitely get cited for both public intox and then probably be underage. So that's expensive. Yeah. But also, I don't think Brandon, I respect and I understand that you do not participate in drinking as much. However,
Indeed.
/ at all.
Food when you are food when you are drunk is on another level. Like whenever I get drunk, my go-to food is Domino's. I could eat Domino's normally, but Domino's when I'm drunk, like the bread and the cheese and the meat and all that fatty stuff, it's on another level. Like literally, you take a bite, and when you're drunk, you close your eyes, and your eyes roll to the back of your head, and you go like,
Well, like, that's the thing. I've been drunk before. It's not like I've never been drunk. So, like, I've been drunk and had a Little Caesars pizza, but in my memory, it wasn't, like, a heightened experience. Now, it was still like, hey, this is a good pizza.
Yeah,
you are not going to come,
James.
You are not going to come at this hot dog stand, okay? When you were not there, and you've not had a hot dog from this place.
You can't compare Little Caesars to the hot dog stand either.
Well, all right. Well, I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say
on Chicago style hot dogs. Okay. But I
Luke,
loved that hot dog.
I appreciate your argument, Luke, but you could have still done it, but wearing a Ronald Reagan mask so that you don't like look like a young guy.
Yeah, why didn't you just walk backwards? Because then they'll just, if they ask you why you're stumbling, you'd say, well, sorry, I had to walk backwards because I lost a bet.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, or
I hate to interrupt,
wear a Ronald Reagan mask.
There's two
I would
options.
I would like to point out in the chat that someone did redeem.
Oh, thanks.
Name a Pokemon.
Great.
I got you.
All right.
All right, Luke, you're named Potato now.
Yeah,
you're the
cool.
Pokemon.
You're the Pokemon.
Anyways, so James, you need to be babysit for a fact.
Worse than Luke. Easily worse than Luke.
Do I need to tell a story?
Pull your receipts.
Do I need to tell a story?
Receipts. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, let's just go back to James's 21st birthday.
No. Listen, no.
Moron.
I would drop a Mike's Hard Lemonade if I'm sober. Sorry, go on, Brandon.
No, you what?
You want me to do this?
Yeah, please do it.
So basically, on James's 21st birthday, like they bullied me a minute ago for, I'm not a big drinker, right? Yeah. I don't really do it very much. I especially do not like the bar scene. I think it's very unfun. So, on the 21st, obviously, they're clowning and getting destroyed at the bars. And obviously, I got to be there to support my 21-year-old friend.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big day for him. So I show up, you know, I'm hanging out for a little bit. I leave early. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm not drinking, so if you guys need a ride later, I will give you a ride. So the time comes and, you know, Evan texts me. He's like, hey, you got to come get us.
Yeah, I'm the babysitter.
I'm like, okay. And then I get in the car, and then Evan's like, never mind. I got a ride, but you need to get James.
Yep.
I was like, where is James? So I spent like a good 20 minutes trying to figure out where James was because he just would not answer his phone. He just wouldn't.
Oh, that's not surprising.
Yeah, he just wouldn't answer his phone. He wouldn't text back. Eventually, I'm pretty sure he did send a text back, but it was ineligible. And then he answered a call finally, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm over here." And he kept going, "What?" And then he like turned around and started talking to somebody else. Like, Jesus Christ! So I get there, and then I'm like, "Hey James, I'm outside." And I see you from the window, right? And like at first I'm like, okay, he doesn't see his phone. I'll just give him the time to keep talking to people, yada yada yada. Because at this point it's late. Evan knows he's destroyed.
Yep,
Gotta get this guy home. So yeah, Evan's also not here anymore.
He's out.
He's at home. Here. He's sleeping.
Uber driver,
at this point.
come get me. I'm done.
So eventually, you know, after like probably a good 10 minutes, James goes into his pocket, looks at his phone, and puts it right back in his pocket. So I'm like, this fucking guy. So I go in there, I'm like, James, come on, stop going. You're like, hey, and you're just like, you're like talking to everybody. You're like, what? And,
what?
Basically, you're just all over the place. You're trying to talk to everybody, give people hugs. You keep going, hey, and then you won't go outside. So eventually, I'm just like, all right, James, we gotta go. And at some point, I recruited a friend of ours, Jared, as well, because he was also destroyed. But then we get in the car, right? And when I get James all ready to go, taking him home, and James is like, "Can we get Taco Bell?"
Oh my god, I hate it. Oh, it's the worst.
And like I was like, James, I'm not getting you Taco Bell.
Yep,
but
absolutely.
I eventually gave in, and I got him Taco Bell.
I don't cave in.
And
I say
this
do
freaking guy could not even find his freaking wallet. I don't know if you didn't. I can't remember if you didn't have it. Somebody else had it, or you just didn't have any money.
Oh, so
it was one of those three.
Did you pay
I think I did. I think I did.
Taco Bell.
I think I bought him
Popeyes.
No, I wanted.
No. Well, okay. Wait. Oh yeah, you did. But anyway,
explain my time with James. So we went to. They call it double bubble, so it's buy one get one free drinks. And I was the DD this night, and so it was me, Adam, Luke, and James. And immediately, within the first, like, 30 minutes, James is gone. And just constantly walks up in our fucking ear, going, hey, you guys having fun? Hey, constantly. And so I'm getting annoyed that this is getting screamed in my ear. So I just start sitting and playing on my phone, and he comes over and goes, "Hey, are you mad at me?" Like, no, James, I'm not mad at you. I understand. I've been there. Like, I'm not mad. He goes, "Hey, I love you." Like, yeah, I love you too, man.
Yeah, he also said that multiple times.
Yep. And then he starts playing darts.
But it's wholesome in its own way,
Yeah.
for sure. But you do need a babysitter. That is the fact we're trying to put here.
Yeah,
No.
Okay, defend yourself.
You'd be like on a curbside if it
Without
wasn't
putting
for us.
anyone else, without putting anyone else under the microscope, defend yourself, James.
I am absolutely fine. Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, when I drink, if I get to a certain level, I don't pay attention to my phone because, like, I'm in the moment. I just forget that it's a thing, you know. So, like, I probably
sitting in a
looked at
bar on
my
a Monday
phone.
is not in the moment.
In the moment, whatever.
But anyway, you know, so
Yeah.
so I'm gonna, like, if I need something from someone, if I can get a ride, like, I'll definitely be able to pull out my phone and call somebody. But yeah, texting's not really, you know, okay, a good option. But I'm fine. Like, I could have got an Uber, you know, if it was really late.
You
I was
could
still
not
down.
have gotten an Uber on your 21st
In my
birthday.
defense-
There's no way.
In my defense, on my 21st birthday, I still wanted to go. We were gonna go across.
No, I know you did.
Across state lines where
You were
drinking was still allowed for the next hour.
Absolutely not allowed to
Evan,
do
please
that.
look at the Discord.
Yeah, you were absolutely not allowed to do that.
Evan, please look at the Discord. I'm setting something up. Please
Oh,
look at
no.
the Discord.
Why?
James, please.
Yeah,
James,
well, here's the
please-
Balzac. Here's the problem. Or Jimbo Slice.
Please
Jimbo
put that
Slice.
up.
Here's the problem. Is that Culver's closes at like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when we're out
Yep.
having a good time, we usually stay out till like 12 or 1. So.
Now, I
That's
do
the
want to
only
say,
issue.
I do want to defend James a little bit, because Luke is almost just as bad when he's drunk.
There's been 2 nights. Yep, there's been 2 nights specifically I can remember.
What
One
are
was
they?
underage for sure. One was underage. One was at
Was it at
Billy's
Jared's?
house.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah! Oh, I
that was
forgot all
awful.
about
That was the worst. That was probably my worst night.
Oh my god!
Dude,
Remember
Okay.
Evan's
Do you want
drunk
me to
time at
tell
Billy's?
this? Do you want me to tell this story, Luke, or do you remember?
see, here's what I remember, and again, so
I'll fill in the gaps. I'll fill in the gaps.
I'm also.
here.
I will say before this, I'm definitely better at pacing myself and knowing what my body can take. So
Yeah, now you're a lot better than you were at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so I'm like 19, maybe 20 at this point, probably 19 or 18. Like I'm super young,
Uh-huh.
and we're drinking, and I don't know how many shots I did. Probably not a lot because I definitely was like my tolerance was super small at that point.
Yeah.
So at one point, like you can also tell when I'm not feeling because my face just changes. I'll just still
Oh, it's
straightforward.
so red.
You can tell. Yeah, and I'm just like yeah, and I like my body tells my brain, hey, you're not feeling good, do something. But my brain is like, let's just stand still and hope I feel better.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like trying to walk upstairs. I can't even walk. I literally had to like
before
crawl
this-
like a
no,
dog.
No, okay, before this, you were wrestling his roommate.
Oh yeah.
Wrestling his roommate.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, wrestling him. And said, I don't remember exactly how this happened, but I was like, dude, you guys gotta stop, or something like that. And the roommate said, well, I ain't a bitch, so... Like, it didn't even make
What?
any sense in the context of it. But I just remember that specifically, and then they were on the floor wrestling.
Evan, is
Shirtless.
that the same? That's the
Shirtless.
same night you threw up over the stove, right?
No. That's a different
No,
Oh,
night.
it was a different night. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Same
so,
place.
Yeah, so keep
okay,
going,
let's
Luke.
focus on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
See, James
I literally like
Jameson
walk.
is deflecting. We're not even talking
I'm trying
about
to-
James, and he's deflecting. We're talking about Luke.
So I'm basically at that point, like I'm like I need to go lie down. I'm like Evan's like trying to help me. I literally like I didn't
Uh-huh.
walk up like a normal person. I walked up like a fucking dog.
Absolutely.
I remember
on
that.
all fours.
And then
Uh-huh.
and then I lied down on the couch and I didn't have like the foot on the ground like I didn't cheat. Like I didn't like trying to stop the spins. I'm really just sitting there. And Evan said the trigger where he said, "Are you okay?" And before he could finish that sentence, I don't even move. I just start throwing up all over myself. And after the first time,
This is why
after the
Brandon
first time,
loves drinking.
yeah.
Yep.
And see, here's the thing:
That's
is
my
like,
favorite.
Uh-huh.
usually, like when someone first throws up, like they're like, "Oh, I need to go to the bathroom." Nope, I sit there, wait for the second.
Gurgles.
Ugh.
Yeah, the
Yep.
second one
Yeah.
goes to the bathroom. And then in the
Puke on myself for a
bathroom,
second time.
he doesn't puke in the toilet. He pukes on the fucking floor. And starts cleaning it up with Billy's sock. With the other guy's sock.
What?
Yeah.
Man, socks
Man, I
really
was-
get wrecked in your guys'
We were
drunk
like-
stories, huh?
We were like,
Yeah.
Luke, what happened? And he's like, I'm cleaning it up. We're like, no, go to bed. Get out of here.
I was for. I mean, I wanted to go to bed. And you're like, no, you have to take a shower.
Yeah, we did make you take a shower.
Hold on, something's going on in the chat. You guys see this?
No. So
yeah.
Well, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
If
So
you
the second,
talk about my puke
the second
story,
time,
James, you go ahead.
I mean, okay.
I was gonna say that.
It's not that crazy.
We'll come back to yours, Luke. I'll let James have his moment of got me. Go for it. Please tell it.
One time Evan got really drunk. He threw up on a stove.
Oh, okay, who cleaned that up?
He did poorly.
No, I cleaned it up, and it was just fine.
There was also a time you threw up in one of the bars.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Yep.
I was with you and Jared, and maybe there was somebody else. I don't actually remember.
I've thrown up in a bar before.
It sucks.
Me too.
Yeah, I just remember I was very not drunk or not drinking at all. And I was
mad.
like, man, these guys... Jared was awful
as
well.
Oh, is this... Okay.
Jared asked me, like, the same question 12 times. Like, you want to know what it was? He called me like, hey... Like, he'd be like, hey... You should smoke weed. I'm like, Jared, no, I'm not gonna do that. And he's like, and then he would go into like this huge conversation about how like it's so fun and great. And I'm like, yeah, okay,
and then
cool. And then like 2 minutes later, he'd be like, hey, so weed's great. And I'm like, Jared, calm down. I don't care. Like, I don't want to smoke weed. And he'd just keep going on and on and on about it. And then like I remember you were sitting over on the side, and at some point you threw up.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you left after that point or what, but. Yeah.
I don't know. I probably left, but yeah, I'm usually I'm usually an instigator when I'm drunk. Like I'll usually get other people.
You're
to
an
do
instigator
really
when you're sober too.
Oh, like what? Give me an example.
Oh, don't Easy Street. Oh, here we go. The Easy Street story. So, one of our old managers left and became a bartender at a bar downtown, and we went there.
Yeah.
I think I paid for maybe one out of like the 6 or 7 drinks I had.
Oh yeah, it was also,
like an hour or two.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was.
Again,
sober.
that's also one of my like that was like top 5 drunkest I've ever been.
Oh.
I probably So
you were like laying on the ground.
So at one point, there's a pinball machine, and I'm like, all right, I literally take a drink from the bar and go over there, and I want to play pinball.
Walks over there and just drops it.
Like a full I'm really happy they use plastic cups and not glass ones. Literally, the fullest you could ever get a Captain and Coke ever. I spilled all that.
Immediately walks over there, drops it. Like he doesn't even set it down. Like he goes to set it down, just flops on the ground. And then he's on the ground clean. He's like, hey, Evan, get me a napkin. Like, fucking Luke. God damn it. Because again, I'm being the babysitter.
I mean, that was wholesome enough to try to clean it.
You did, yeah. And you did.
Yeah, and then at one point,
yeah,
and then at one point, I'm taking a piss in the bathroom, and you convince Jenna to fucking kick in the bathroom door to make sure. I don't know what you told her, but she kicked in the bathroom door while I'm taking a piss. Like, thank God there was a divider there.
Okay. I said to make sure you're okay.
Not even like a slow, but she literally fucking in the middle of the bar, boom, fucking kicks a door, and then stares at me to hold my dick taking a piss.
Exaggerating that a little bit, but yeah.
I was also, I was really drunk at that point.
I did have her go check on you.
Yeah, and then we were leaving, and then like I don't know if I had the look on my face, because I felt like, all right, I was like 50-50. I was like, I could probably not throw up. And you look at me, and you're like, before I give you a ride home, you got to make yourself throw up.
Absolutely.
So I literally had to walk. I had to walk up and down the street 10 times. I'm like, I don't know if I'm feeling it. I was like, let me lean over in the storm drain to see if even if I feel it. And the second I like bend out a little bit, man, I start puking in the storm drain.
Yeah, your boy, the babysitter. I knew. I've been there. I knew what was going on.
Yeah, and Austin still holds it over me to this day.
And of course he does. Great. But yeah. So, what was your other? Is that your other night that you were gonna tell?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I mean, I was surprised. The 21st birthday. Sorry, I'm surprised I did not throw up at all on the 21st. For how you set me up.
No, you handled that like a champ.
You set me up to fail, and then you left me at my. You basically. What?
Where did I leave you?
Did you go to the casino with us?
Oh no.
He hates casinos.
Yeah, I don't go to casinos.
Oh, okay. See, okay. Well, also to be fair, like to preference this 21st birthday, we went to the place where we work. I had 5 shots of a real vodka, 1 shot of tequila, and a margarita. That was my pregame.
Oh, and it was the nastiest vodka that we have in our state. So
yeah.
They know what the Zests know what that is.
I was there for dinner, right?
You were there for dinner.
Yeah,
I was trying to remember because I didn't come downtown, but I think I drove you guys down there.
Yeah,
you drove us down.
And then one of the servers announced his birthday, but they said his name was Alex. So I have that video too.
Yep, and then Yep, and then we went to a bar and had double talls. I probably had 3 or 4 of those before I went to the casino. And then I had one. I think I had 1 or 2 drinks at the casino. I had my drink taken away from me at the end of the night.
Yeah. Yep. That was right before you won the jackpot too.
Yeah.
I actually made a point to go over to the guy that took your drink and like, hey, what just won the jackpot?
Luke has like the
Really?
best casino luck out of anybody I've
You're
ever
a fucking dick.
I was drunk, dude.
No. Dude,
Yes.
You were drunk? Dude, all I remember... Okay, so I don't remember who we were with. I remember James there for sure. It was either Nate or Brandon. All I remember is I won 1,000. I gave both people $100, and I'm like, all right, here we go. So...
Yeah, you have the best casino luck out of anybody I've ever met.
Not recently. See, here's the thing. After that night, After that night, I've never gone positive.
I had never been positive at the casino until like I started playing the roulette, basically.
And blackjack.
The worst
And
odds
blackjack.
in the entire building.
I just refuse to play slots anymore. They scam me. You guys over here like, oh, this Heidi machine is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And you all just lose every
Well, I
time.
know why Luke
James
likes it.
is just surrounded by tits.
So, well, now that we're talking about casinos and parties and stuff like that, Luke, can you tell me, and James, you're also part of this, I want you guys to tell me about the party that you went to that you got in trouble about, Luke. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Is it the Chick-fil-A party?
Absolutely.
What the
My
fuck's a Chick-fil-A
favorite
party?
story.
Excuse me?
Oh, hell yeah.
I need context
This is
immediately.
great.
So,
Oh,
James,
Evan was
no,
there.
James, you start this, because this was your fucking jack-off
Okay,
idea.
yeah.
This
It was
is
my
your
idea,
thing
okay.
that you love.
So here's the thing. Me and my friend at the time, we were out camping at a local cave state park, and we just got back from like a 3-day camping trip. There was a shower there, so like we didn't smell that bad, and
What?
but we're like whatever, you know, like I don't think this camping trip's over. I think it can last another day.
Oh,
And then I'm scrolling through my Twitter, and I see that Chick-fil-A is opening up a new restaurant in our city. And not only that, but anytime Chick-fil-A opens a new store, they have the first 100, which is it's like the Chick-fil-A 100. Basically, you go and you camp out for 24 hours, and then you get free Chick-fil-A for a year. So I was like, dude, like we need to go do this right
Can you
now.
explain what do you mean by free Chick-fil-A for a year?
Okay,
It's not,
I mean,
like, unlimited.
So
It's
you
not
get a card.
That good of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, it is still good. It's like $300.
It's not
But
a great deal. but
You
that's
get
fine. Go
you
ahead.
get a card, and it's got 52 chicken sandwich meals on it, which is like one for a week. So that's how they consider it free Chick-fil-A for a year. Still
Okay.
pretty worth it for me, especially. But
Yeah.
Whatever.
You
I
do
think
eat
it
a
was
lot.
worth it. I used them all, so
I meant to say a lot of fast food, but like I didn't get to finish before he started saying something.
Please,
cool.
A lot of fast food. He's a yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
continue. Sorry.
please keep going, James.
But anyway, I mean, you know, okay. So we get there, and I was thinking we'd be like lucky to even get in. So
Uh-huh.
like, you know, I was wanting to go home and grab something from home, but like I didn't want to lose my spot. I think I was like number 50 or something. And at this point, I'm like, Luke, like you should come down here because you can get free Chick-fil-A for a year. And he's like, okay, I might make it. And I was like, well, you better hurry because I don't know how long this is gonna last. Turns out, like there was still people signing in from like 5 hours down the road. Like 5 hours later, like people were still getting in, and then they finally hit the cap. But we just basically had like a night where we set up our tents next to each other, and we were just hanging out, chilling out, getting free Chick-fil-A. And then we decided to, I think I texted Evan at the same time as Luke, but he was busy.
Yeah.
So eventually he comes and hangs out with us, and then I'll let Evan
I was being
tell this part of the story.
productive or something useful.
Right, okay, sure. But he loves telling this part of the story, so I'll let him take over.
I mean, there's not much to tell, but they did a dance contest to Gangnam Style, and I won it.
So that's how that came to
Yeah,
be.
so I won
Hey.
a
Yeah.
cup there, and they
Comes
said
full
guy in
circle.
the red shirt, and that was me. I was wearing a red shirt, so I went and got my cup. And Luke didn't get it, even though he helped me with the dance. Like when
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did the elevator
yeah,
scene
when
where
Sai's
like
in the
he was...
elevator and dancing, and Luke was underneath, doing the whatever thing down there.
Do a little,
Man,
like,
I'm always
kicks.
the bottom.
Yeah, so now Luke, you need to finish the story here, because
Alright,
that's where your
so-
part comes in.
I'll preference this by, you know, I didn't go to parties in high school, get invited, so
Oh, good.
Oh no.
so at
Oh,
the
no.
time, I was dating my ex, and she was like, a little snipping, like asking like why I wasn't responding, and I texted back, "Sorry, I'm not responding. I'm too busy partying."
I'm at a
Or
party.
something in a Chick-fil-A parking
Big mistake.
Big mistake. So, like, within, like, 30 minutes, I'm already getting shit on by my roommate at the time, who was also there, and basically everyone that I knew.
Because saying you were at a party is the worst way to describe that. Is the worst way to describe that to a girlfriend.
I mean, there was music and dancing.
Just say I am at Chick-fil-A for their opening. What? That sounds way better than I'm partying. I can't talk to you right now, girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean that's a double-headed problem.
Yeah, you learned
Yeah.
your lesson there.
Luke's out here making it sound like he's at Project X. Yeah, he's just hanging out in Chick-fil-A parking lot doing Gangnam Style with the boys.
There's like, there's Gangnam Style. There's like a couple people throwing a football, and that's about it.
Wow.
I think we should get this animated.
It was awful.
Yeah, just animate Luke just texting his girlfriend, "Hey, I'm partying really hard,"
And
she's
a
like,
graveyard.
And it pulls
Excuse
out,
me?
yeah.
Like,
Chick-fil-A
no
parking
one-
lot.
and then it's just like there's crickets being heard. You know, a couple people are like,
He's like, this is
I
hard.
already got a lot of my life before my 21st birthday.
I love Luke so much. That was so good.
Thank you.
That was such a good experience.
Probably not for him, but yeah.
That's true. I mean, that's not the only thing that he's goofed up in that type of thing, but...
Okay.
Brandon, do you have any questions?
I
Otherwise,
mean,
we can give some advice.
okay.
You want to do advice?
Uh-oh.
Let's just go to advice.
All right, so I started this last time, but it's definitely something I needed some expertise with. And so last time we did some relationship-based questions because we had the #1 anime relationship expert here. So today I did some. It's kind of a mixed bag, but it's more. Well, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see why I picked these for you guys. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. So the
Is
first
it for like
one.
us as a couple together?
Yeah, you
Yes.
guys. I mean, Brandon is also going to help, but it's mainly for the Zesty Boys. So this first one is quote unquote anime with a lot of foot scenes.
What?
And the question is any anime with a lot of female feet scenes. And I had to put in the honorable mention of the answer so you guys couldn't like steal it. But it says, so when you get laid, I'll make a deal with you. You can have her feet if I can have everything else. __. We're gonna score. And this question is asked by Love's Toes as well. So, as the feet experts, Zesty Boys, what do you got?
The only anime that I can think of that even like remotely like has a scene with feet would be Rascal Does Bunny Girl Senpai, because there's literally just a scene where it basically just gets kicked away, and that's basically the amount of feet I've seen in anime.
Huh, that must be why that's one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I don't know.
What about you, James?
The only thing that comes to mind is like Studio Ghibli films for some reason.
Oh, that's true. They do go barefoot in those sometimes.
Yeah. So I guess I'd recommend that. I mean, I don't really know anything else. So.
Yeah, I mean, I figured you guys are more into like pictures of feet. You probably don't know the actual anime. So.
Luke is definitely our
right,
feet connoisseur
Luke
in the call
loves
right
feet.
now.
Anyways, next one. Thanks, guys. Next one. Here's the religious one. It is, and I quote, "Can I pray to God to give Jesus an anime pillow for Christmas?"
Why is Christmas two different colors?
I don't know.
It's
supposed to be like red and green.
Like half red, half
It was
blue.
probably during Christmas.
No, that's like it's like 90% red. Like,
Well,
It looks like
Get it
blue.
right.
No,
It
it's
looks
half
like
and
more
half.
blue than
What?
green. Well, like the S has a little bit of blue on it, so I do see
so
that.
it's technically half.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's
half and
half.
half. No, not the ratio.
That's
Okay,
like
yes,
that's
the
like
ratio-
55-45.
The ratio
okay?
of red to blue is.
Can we stick to the question, please?
Yes.
That's more like it's like a teal. That's like more like
But
a
the reason
teal.
why it's colored is because it was 7 months ago, so it was Christmas, and I imagine they had that as like a Christmas
Oh,
special.
I don't know. It
so-
looks like blue. I don't know. That's
They
why
need
I'm
a
kind
I
of
don't know.
confused.
It is
That's
kinda
more of a
teal,
teal. They need a
but
better graphic
that's fine.
designer.
Anyways,
Wait,
continue.
Evan. Wait, no. Evan has colorblind settings on, so it's not green. It's blue. That's why it's blue.
I don't have colorblind settings on.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm glad that's
Cool.
what we
Anyways,
need
do you want to answer
okay.
about anime pillows?
Yeah. So I believe he's already got one. I mean, like,
Oh,
you make a
hell yeah.
prayer
You
happens.
think
How
so?
are we supposed to know? He's got one. Absolutely, yes.
I mean, I'm not a big religious person, but can he just does he have like powers? Like, can he just make shit
Well, we're
appear,
not asking.
or is that like?
No.
Can we power scale
you're
God and
definitely
Jesus, please?
misinterpreting the question. Okay, it's not does he have one. It's can I get him one from me?
Oh.
I would say it depends on his
Like skill points allotment.
No, there's
Do you have to have the religious tree activated?
pious. I think the word's pious.
Pious. Ooh, Luke, I got you. You're getting
I think it depends on how. Thank you. That's like a one philosophy class. So I think it would depend. If this person's really pious, and if they've had enough pious acts.
If they had enough skill points to redeem for an anime pillow for Jesus.
Now I don't think the question is
if they had enough roll rewards.
If he can, I think it's the quality of the pillow. Are we talking like?
No. Absolutely good question. Who would you guys want Jesus to have an anime pillow of?
His mother.
Pardon me?
The Virgin Mary.
What?
The Virgin Mary.
Why
Are you
would
weird?
You say that? You
That's
fucking
weird.
Weirdo?
Are you saying that? Okay, come on. You know that Jesus and his mother, they have something special.
What?
Well, they're not fucking.
Are you promoting incest?
Luke, why would I ever say that? Are you kidding me? I don't think they're screwing. I think that he just would appreciate.
No, I think it's
Virgin
pretty
Mary as a
clear
body
what you're
pillow.
implying, but.
Uh-oh.
What am I implying?
Can the ZestyBois save me? And give any other answer?
I would say Tsunade.
Oh, okay. I can get on board with that. Screw my original statement.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Hisoka.
Who?
Hisoka.
Yusuka.
Oh God.
From what?
Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, Hisoka. Okay.
I can get down to clown with that one too.
That one I think is what you'd actually want to get him. So
Jesus.
I'm glad you came to the right conclusion, Luke. Thank you.
Larry from the VeggieTales.
Oh yes.
All right. There's a couple wholesome actual questions in here. So this one I also picked because of the name, because it's Colorful Corey. So James will like that. But it says, what anime series or movie do you consider to be a masterpiece? And now this has to be an anime. This cannot be a manga.
Masterpiece?
Masterpiece.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to say.
Well, say it.
I'm going to say Demon Slayer, for sure.
Really?
Demon Slayer.
Are we considering masterpiece storyline or just visually?
The whole package.
It's just considered to be a masterpiece. What do you think is a masterpiece? If you say Demon Slayer, I'm not going to clown you. I just want to know the reasoning.
I'd say Demon Slayer just because it's the visual aspect. A lot of different animes, they don't have that. It's just standard. They don't obviously all look the same, but it's just nothing above the ordinary. But Demon Slayer just takes a cut above.
Okay.
And I appreciate it for that, so that's why I say it's masterpiece.
Okay.
There's two that I can think of.
Sure, go
if
for
we're
it.
gonna go I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is definitely.
Oh, good one.
I think that's a very well-rounded, it's a really good story. I think.
Yeah, I
think just overall, when I think of masterpiece, I'd probably be I think that'd be when I was on here talking about the critically best anime. I think that would be the number one. But I think Slice of Life again. For my bias, I think Your Lie in April is very beautiful, and I guess how the story wraps up and the music and everything involved. I think the aesthetics alone makes it a masterpiece, along with a good story.
Okay. Brandon, what do you got?
I'd say the issue for me is that all the series that I would consider a masterpiece are still ongoing. So until they're complete, I don't really know if I can call them a masterpiece. But as far as a finished product, I probably have to agree with Luke that Full Metal Alchemist is definitely the toppest of tier you can probably get for a complete from start to finish anime, as a whole package. I would also say that Monster is a really good one. That one's definitely up there for masterpiece level for me, in any of the two available mediums.
Okay.
Other than that, though,
what are some?
I'd say those would be my answers.
What are the hot take ones that are still ongoing that you'd say?
Well, I think Vagabond is close for sure. It has
That's just a manga though. That's not.
Yeah. Well, One Piece is my personal favorite. I'd like to call it a masterpiece, but it does have highs and lows, so I don't really know if I could say that. I'd say Hunter x Hunter, especially for what's available in the anime.
The anime
is definitely the toppest of tier, the toppest, and then Berserk.
I'm
Berserk
a little over half done with Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's true.
Berserk,
I
would say absolutely is a masterpiece though.
You're
depending on what it.
Well, so is Vagabond. I guess I
Vagabond?
wasn't thinking about that. Frick.
Oh, you
But
freaking.
I would say for Hunter x Hunter, then what's
Yeah.
available in the anime
I'd say
is the toppest.
I'd say Cowboy Bebop. For similar reasons to
how could I forget?
For similar reasons to what Luke said about Your Lie in April, just the way music is intertwined with the story, I think it works really well. Plus, the story's great. The characters are lovable. And it's very simple. It doesn't need to have a ton of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And then
just like Full Metal Alchemist, I need to do a rewatch.
You do need to rewatch Cowboy Bebop. I think you'd like it more.
Sorry for cutting you off.
Hey, can I borrow that from you?
Now that you've got an analytical lens, we'll talk about that, James. But anyways, and the other one I'd say is JoJo's Part 4. I think is a masterpiece animated.
I could agree with that.
I think the way it uses color, the way it uses music, the characters, the storyline, it doesn't, that's another thing, similar to Cowboy Bebop. It doesn't need to be the most convoluted story, even though it gets a little bit, at the end of the day, there's still episode-to-episode villains and whatnot, so it's not all that. But the way the intros change, the way the color changes, the way the mood is represented on the screen, I think animated, it's very good.
I could get down to clown with that one.
And then,
well.
What about movies?
A Silent Voice is pretty toppest of tier.
I agree.
Your Name is pretty toppest of tier.
What about Weathering with You?
I liked it a lot, but I don't think it's the toppest of tier.
No.
I mean, basically the order that Brandon just said, those three, the three that I've seen. So
okay.
A Silent Voice, Your Name, and then Weathering with You is how I would rank them.
Oh, have you seen any of the Ghibli movies though?
No.
Ooh, Spirited Away.
No,
Spirited Away.
Don't worry, I got someone barking in my ear.
I'd say when Marnie,
I mean, it's okay if you haven't.
When Marnie Was There is my favorite Ghibli movie, and that's one no one's seen.
Have I seen that one?
I doubt it. It's very unheard of.
I've seen a lot of them.
I loved it. It's a newer one.
Okay.
It's very good. But yeah, I think Spirited Away is classic. You can't.
Princess Mononoke is also really good.
Yeah,
I'll have to
too.
give it a watch once I get done with should be done with class here, and either by today or by the end of next week. So
I'll get
a 3-week break until
I
gotta take the last class, so I'll be able to binge. I'll be able to actually finish Hunter x Hunter.
All right.
Ooh yeah.
While Brandon's Google breaking, I've got.
I haven't seen it. I already. Looked.
Okay, cool. So
sorry.
Here's our next one, asked by Shy Guy ? He says, "How to find a girl who's into anime? I'm looking for a sweet.
I got the answer already.
I'm looking for a sweet, cute girl that is a huge anime fan. Where can I find one?
Dude, I got you.
Where?
So story time.
Oh.
So.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. This is so in between my ex and current girlfriend, I had basically realistically a 1-day stint. Not dating, but so this girl that used to work there was trying to talk to me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this story. Oh, I totally forgot about this.
Yeah, so we were texting one day and we were talking about hanging out, and I don't know who started the conversation about anime. I don't know if she wanted to start it because I also wasn't huge into anime at this point. So I don't know I don't know how the concept of anime got brought up, but we were just talking about it, and she was talking about one so good watch. I had 6 or 7 hours before work, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna watch Your Lie in April, and I got her into that, and
didn't you watch Death Note?
I mean, I had her watch Your Lie in April.
Oh, I thought it was Death Note, but yeah.
No, we watch Your Lie in April together. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a sweet girl to get you an anime, just tell her to watch Your Lie in April.
Yeah,
I mean, in that instance, in that day, I managed to we both made out. We both made out and burnt a pizza on the same day, and then
interesting.
Then I got ghosted because I.
Yeah.
But I also got ghosted because no, it was worth it. It was for the boys. That's a different story.
Wait,
the floor chicken nugget story.
Yeah.
What?
But
I need context. I remember
I have no idea what you mean floor chicken nuggets.
I do remember the story you just told, but chicken floor nugget. What is that?
Chicken nuggets.
When we were this was during the Instagram 41 chicken nugget stream.
Oh, I thought you said floor chicken nugget.
I knew it
No,
was
floor.
41.
Yeah, chicken nugget that was on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. I figured it out.
Okay, it all came full circle.
Yeah.
What a great time.
Yeah. So
so
answer this 10-year-old question, if you want to find a girl who's in anime, you just gotta tell her, hey, I know you want to cry, so here is an anime that'll make you cry, and we can cuddle and I'll hold you.
Yeah, I think you need to be in a group DM with me though.
Yeah?
That's how you found.
I think I know the 4 chicken nugget story, dude.
That's how you found
Again, but without context, James is literally the best wingman I've ever had in my life.
James is a definite wingman.
She stopped talking
sure.
to you after that.
Yeah, but you also drunk without going into the story. Drunk James wanted me to sleep with someone that I've already been sleeping with, and he was adamant. And that was the point where like because obviously we all know about this.
Yeah.
You know, we're not supposed to talk about it, but
Yeah.
basically at that point, like he didn't know.
Yeah.
So I was giving them both a ride home. I dropped her off first, and he literally was like as I'm like walking her inside, he's like, "Luke, I will wait in this car." He's like, "I could wait 15 minutes," and I said, "15 minutes is gonna be an hour." No hesitation. He's like, "Dude, I'll do it." It's the dead of winter. He was willing to sit in my cold ass car for an hour to let me have sex. Best wingman.
I want to point
Thanks.
And like individually through the night at the bar, he was pulling us both each aside, trying to convince us to sleep with each other. And it was very wholesome.
Yeah. James, do you have any thoughts about how to find a girl who's into anime?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
so
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Please go. I'm just kidding. I'm interested. What do you have to say?
Well, I feel like Evan would have a lot of luck with this if we go back to our convention. I mean, not this year, of course, but back when they have conventions, you know, in person.
You mean where you just purchase one?
Yeah.
Well, Evan wasn't there for that.
Yeah, I wasn't
for
there
a
for
fact.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
He's there the next day. That's a darn shame.
That's fine.
Yeah. Well,
so basic.
okay.
Oh yeah. Brandon, please tell the story.
Oh, you go for it. You go
No,
for it.
I don't want to. I'm embarrassed.
Okay,
this
I'll-
story was
I think
already
we-
told on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll summarize it.
This is
I'll
already
summarize
told.
it. Basically, if you want to find a girl who's into anime, you go to an anime convention and you
buy a
purchase one to hang
cosplayer.
out with you.
Yeah, and then you take her to the casino.
Yep.
And,
If you want to find out about that, go watch our other podcasts.
yep, with Luke.
Available on.
Spotify
YouTube.
and YouTube and Apple
Yeah.
Music and Google Spotify.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I have
Oh, do you have a
another
review?
Apple review to read.
well,
Actually, if you don't
close
mind,
with
I'll do that
Oh,
real quick.
You'll do it right now. Please do.
Only if you want me to.
No,
Evan,
I
'cause
do.
I don't want to bully you. All right. Well, anyway, so we have
I'm excited.
a new review on Apple Podcasts from Obama's Poop,
Pardon
and
me?
it says, yes, that is the name of the person.
Poop.
Obama's
His
Poop.
Fecal Matter reviewed us. That's good.
Yeah. So anyway, so they say American Sushi is awesome. If you don't follow them in YouTube or Spotify, I will have to kill you. 5 stars.
And this is on Apple?
This is on Apple,
So it
so
doesn't matter.
thank you. Thank you, Obama's Poop.
Yeah, thanks, Obama's Poop. If he leaves a 5-star review anywhere, we'll try to find it and read it.
Yep, and so
That's-
please be nice.
Be nice, and if you're mean,
don't
we'll
bully
cry.
us. Yep.
Anyways,
and
so-
please don't kill people who don't listen to
Is
us.
this it?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right.
This is my favorite thing I've ever seen on Yahoo Answers.
Oh,
I have
no.
no clue what the fuck
What is that title?
Look at the title. Yeah, no, it's a ride, okay? Let me read this, all right? Eli asked 2 weeks ago, "My little brother has a fetish for brick walls?" Hi, I'm 18 years old, and my little brother is 16. Now, he's always been a little weird, likes anime stuff like that. The past 6 months, he's been fascinated with brick buildings and walls, talks about them constantly, and begs me to drive around the neighborhood in my mom's car so he can point out all of the brick houses. I thought it was weird, but just Wednesday I was getting off work. I get off at 11 p.m. I thought he was asleep. So I quietly walked down the stairs and into the room I sleep in, where the computer is, and I see him quickly pull his pants up. He tried to play it off like he was scratching himself, but I know what he was doing. On the screen, it was just a picture of a brick wall. I saw a show where some fat lady loved roller coasters or something like that and kissed him. Should I call that show? Is this a problem, or will he grow out of it? I don't want to embarrass him by telling my parents, but I really don't know what to do.
Okay, well, that
I need you
is
guys
a
to
wild
help me
ride.
here. I need you guys to help Eli. He's
Well, what are
very
we helping
confused.
with? Is it like should he call the show?
Well,
Probably.
So here's the thing. Wait, hold on. Now, do we want to help? Now, are we supposed to help him, like,
No.
solve the problem
So here,
by?
I'll break
are
down
we-
the questions
do,
that
do
are
we want
asked.
this? Do we want the 16-year-old to sleep with a brick wall, or do we want it to not sleep
So
with a brick
the
wall?
questions
I need to
asked
know where advice
in
to give
order,
them.
okay? My little brother has a fetish for brick walls. So what's the answer to that? Probably yes, right?
By this evidence, yes.
So we've got that
It appears
question
to be.
fucking knocked out, okay? Next
Okay.
one. Should I call the show about fat ladies loving roller coasters? Or something like that?
I think
Maybe.
the question is, so there's a show. It's like there's like My Weird Addiction or like something like basically
Yeah.
like a show like that. Do you call the show based on this, I think if you can get more evidence, then yes. But I think
I don't think they'd show a 16-year-old.
I mean, I think
here's
it'd be
the
really
problem
funny.
with that. All the people on that show are like out and open with their addictions. Like they signed up for it.
Yeah, and the parents would find out because he said
he
doesn't want to embarrass him by the parents finding out. So
well, I think that'd be a funny
out.
call though, because like he could call him up and then they'd possibly show up to do like a check on it, because like that sounds like an interesting episode, and then the little brother can just be like, bro, what are you talking about? I do not love brick walls, and then he'd just be like, he'd just look like an idiot. So I think that'd be funny in its own way.
Just completely confused.
Yeah, just like, what? Like, I don't love brick walls. Get out of here.
Where did you even get that idea? That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
That's so
You wasted all these people's time. Like, get away from me.
All right, James, do you think you should call the show?
Definitely not. Let him. I mean, he's not hurting anybody.
Let him explore his fetish.
Well,
let him get through it. It's not a disability. I mean, maybe if it
so
comes down to like
off into
social
some random
stuff.
person's brick wall.
So this brings up the question as of like when you should intervene when it comes to somebody possibly hurting themselves or others, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So in this case, here's what I'm unfortunately picturing.
What's the concern here?
Here's my concern, right? So this brick wall fetish could definitely be something that could harm this child if he takes it too far. So let's think of it like this, right? One, they're literal bricks, okay?
Yeah.
Let's say he just runs into one. You're like, that's going to hurt. He's hurting himself. That's not good. Two, what if he decides to carry a brick around with him, Somebody else could get hurt because he could accidentally drop a brick on their foot, and that's not good. And then if he decides to get... Yeah, just toss bricks at people. Like, I don't know. We can't rule out that one thing does not lead to another when it comes to abusing people with bricks and brick fetishes.
Yeah, I suppose that's
At least
fair.
I'm waiting for a study to prove otherwise. So anyways, the final thing, I've noticed before that sometimes with like a brick wall or just any sort of wall for that matter, sometimes there's a hole in it. And maybe he could think to himself, man, I've been waiting to get down and dirty with these bricks forever. And he finds the perfect hole and he decides to just go for it. Like, I don't know about you, but that sounds like, I don't know, sticking your dong in rocks just sounds awful. Like, you're just scraping it everywhere. Like, that kid is going to hurt himself, probably bleed to death. So I'm thinking he needs to step in.
What if it's a glory hole, but it's just made out of bricks?
Well, that's the thing. Like, bricks are all jagged and, like, pointing in there. And, like, unless it's, like, a perfectly carved out, smooth-ass hole.
It could be.
That's going to kill him.
But the thing is, if you're using a glory hole, I mean, if it's a glory hole, then you're not fucking it. You're just sticking.
Yeah, but there's no one on the other side.
Then that's just like a pocket pussy. At that point, made of a brick. It's not a glory hole.
Hey, speaking of those.
We disavow.
Hey, James. Anyways.
Hey.
So I guess my last question that I have from this paragraph is there a correlation with liking anime and brick wall fetishes?
Probably, but I don't know.
Because I must be an outlier of that.
Well, you got to think, like, you could probably... All right, think of it just like this, right? When it comes to any sort of fetish in the world, right? Most people don't just, like, automatically just get that fetish out of thin air. Like, something in their life, like, encourages them, or... I don't know if encourages is the right word. Basically, it influences them.
Reinforces something in their brain.
Yeah. Something in your life when you, like, acquire a fetish, like, something influenced you somewhere at some point to achieve that, or to, like, find that out about yourself is the better way to put it. So when it comes to brick walls, for all we know, an anime could have influenced him to be sexually attracted to brick walls. We cannot rule that out, but I will say I do not believe that anime has this effect for the vast, vast majority of the population of anime watchers. That is my statement. Please continue. Luke, James, Evan, any of you?
I have no comment.
I challenge the community.
Oh, let's go.
I challenge the community to show me an anime that sexualizes bricks and brick walls.
All right, I'm opening an incognito tab.
Where are they going to send that to?
The only correlation between brick walls and any sexualization is people that draw some explicit art of the Kool-Aid Man. And
why do you
there's
know
a certain
that
one hey, look, man, I occasionally look at the Kool-Aid Man's Twitter, and I look at the hidden replies.
I've never seen. Nope.
Yeah, here I'll show where you go on Discord. You can look
I
at it.
don't do that.
Luke.
Hey,
Hey, hold up.
did you find it?
Meet the key in the chat. Attack on Titan.
What?
The wall Titans.
Yeah.
They come from the walls. What are walls made of? Sometimes bricks. I rest my case.
Okay, we're gonna move on to anything else now.
Thank
Do you
Evan.
think maybe he
Nope, we're moving
envisions
on.
himself
Absolutely not.
inside of a brick wall?
Absolutely
He's like
not.
the concrete that holds the bricks.
stick a
Yeah,
brick
that's
inside
why he
himself?
stares at the screen of bricks. He's
I already saw
envisioning himself inside of it.
that, dude. What the fuck did I just read?
Oh, I just never mind. I'm not even. Gonna go there.
I literally I read that in the half second it was up there. I read the whole thing. I don't even know, man. I'm trying to think of a response already.
Anyways, so there's a couple. I have two. These are kind of they're in a pair. So there's first one. Why does my uvula become sore when I watch anime? And then the second one is, do anime characters have uvulas?
All right, I just want to confirm for my own ignorance here.
Punching
What
bag
is
in
a
your
uvula?
throat. Punching bag.
Okay,
in
that
your
I just
throat.
wanted to make sure. I that's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Thank you.
got you.
So
I got
I think
you.
I might have an answer.
Of course you do.
So my answer to the first question is, what he's like, my name's anonymous, and I want to know why my uvula, is sore when I watch anime. I think the real answer is when you watch anime and a character dies, like a certain burial, a certain anime with a certain burial scene, with rain and everything. If you don't scream during that and basically like make your throat hurt from how sad you are, I think that's the correct answer.
I think. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Basically, it's all it is just fucking screaming. And also if you watch, I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z, but basically, going like,
Oh, you gotta give him your
taking it way
power.
too far.
The spirit bomb. You have to give him your power.
Yeah, you need to give him. Yeah, you gotta give him your spirit
uvula.
energy. See, what I was thinking is, anime openings in particular, if they're a banger, like
Very
there's parts
emotional.
where you just have to scream along to, and I think that would make you very sore. Like, let's just even take JoJo's for instance.
Oh, absolutely.
As soon as you hear
Oh.
like, bro, you have to scream that. It's illegal not to.
I
Like, your
think
throat's
some-
gonna be sore.
Some anime endings too, though. Oh. They make you get your feelings. Dude, yeah,
All I'm
I
thinking
know what
about
you're
is
thinking
the
of. The motorcycle. I think of the motorcycle.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, do you remember the video where it's like anime openings versus anime endings? The dude on the motorcycle, like dicking around, like flying around on a seat, sitting on the side of it, and it just cuts to the end. He's just on the ground in a wreck, and he's just
There's like sad music playing.
he's just fucking dead. Like we're
He literally could be dead. We don't
Yeah.
know. He literally could be dead.
Oh, I'll play it in post so people can see
Oh, you
it and
don't
laugh
need
with us. I'm going to
Oh,
actually.
cool.
Thank you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I think I don't know, James. Do you have anything
James,
to
you're the
input here?
You're the
I
biology
think that was
expert.
before
Please
we
help us,
go to that.
James.
I think the favorite thing about that specific clip is anytime Brandon would get sad, I would just send him that, and he would immediately get happy.
Yeah. Oh, that will cheer me up till the end of time. I will never find that not funny.
All right.
I don't know, the only thing I could think of is maybe when you're hearing things subbed, you kind of like say Japanese words, and sometimes
What?
there's like
Can you do it
use
again,
the
James?
back
Please
of
do
your
that.
mouth.
No. I need you to have the floor for you to give that.
Nani?
No. Give James the floor. Say it again, please.
What? I think like when you watch sub,
Bakura. Say that again.
I didn't say it
Yes,
ever.
you
That was
did.
me.
No, you
I
said
said
it
that.
too, James.
I did not say.
Well,
it.
I mean, you said it right after I said it, but
Yeah,
you said
see?
it very fast.
Thank you.
Okay.
Say it again.
No. So anyway, you use the back of your mouth when you're, saying Japanese words. So maybe that could be where it's from. Maybe you're not used to saying things like from the back of his mouth.
Mm.
You can't say no to that when you're answered, Luke. Was they're screaming for Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, okay. Luke's gonna judge
James
my
It's
explanation.
too far.
That's a
Hey,
way
until
better
I see
explanation.
until
You
I
gotta
see a
say
lack
yes
of scientific fact, I'll agree with him.
You gotta do yes and. It's the first rule of improv. Alright, James, bio expert. Do anime characters have uvulas? Yes, no, maybe.
I've definitely seen the camera go inside of someone's mouth, and I have seen.
That's hentai, that's not anime.
Okay, well.
I mean, is hentai not anime?
I don't want to have that discussion.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that most anime characters do have uvulas.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, me too. I think most of them do. I've definitely seen, like, SpongeBob have one.
That's not an anime. Well, it's like a...
Well, it is actually an anime.
Yeah, they made an anime of it now.
So...
It's really good. If you haven't watched
Is the Bubble Bass one?
Super cool.
It is the Bubble Bass one.
Super good.
Anime uvula.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
There it is, yes.
Oh, Deviant Art? Awesome.
Okay, that's all I have for questions today. Thanks for answering them.
Hey.
We gave really
Glad
good
to help.
advice.
I can't wait to look at this. Oh, no. Oh, man.
What?
I'm on Deviant Art right now.
Why are you on DeviantArt?
Go anywhere else.
I looked up
internet.
anime uvula, and that's the first thing that came up. And I'm
Can you
looking
go anywhere else on the internet besides
You know
that
where to
right
put
now?
it, Luke. You know
All
where
right.
to put it.
Hey, Evan.
Yeah.
Will you
I'm about to
please?
sauce you guys up.
You know that show with like the roller coaster thing? Will you please call them right now? I'm having some vibes with Luke and uvulas from anime, for that matter. I'm a little scared. Oh wait, Luke's here.
That show with the roller coaster.
Hey, bud. What's going on?
Anyways, yeah. What have you guys been watching and doing lately, Zesty boys?
Yeah.
I've just been
Homework?
watching the Black Clover episodes as they come out.
Oh, did you?
Oh, that's good.
And I'm all caught up on the anime, so it's, I
what
like
are
it.
they doing in Black Clover without like spoiling too much for Luke? In case
Oh,
he
I mean,
watches it.
They checked out another kingdom, and they're ready.
Oh,
they're
what?
trying to
Yeah.
get ready to face a big threat.
Oh, that's super.
Dude, the anime is like
that's
pretty
super
close.
caught up. Jesus.
Yeah.
I did not think that
We're
would
not
be
too
so
far
caught
ahead.
up. Yeah, no, we're not.
Really?
And we're caught up on the manga. That's not not that much farther
Yeah,
ahead
so
at
basically they're back in the Clover Kingdom, and they're getting ready for
all.
a
To go
threat.
to the next place. Yeah.
Yeah.
They might do some filler for that then. I wonder.
I feel like
I
they're
am on a
probably
couple
gonna.
filler episodes right
I was
now.
gonna say because that is not that long in the manga. That's like a chapter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I think so. Luke's
Wow.
been doing homework. He said Hunter x Hunter you're watching.
Yeah, so
Should be.
I was doing a really good job at watching a bunch of Hunter. So I'm on a little hiatus right now because of school, but the last episode that I remember, basically like the king's been born. So he's been born for a few episodes, but the king's been born in the last episode. Colt came to the two guys who were kind of like being scouts, and he's like, "You need to help the queen." And now there's like the little like microscopic baby that Colt has to take care of. That was like literally the last episode I watched. But once I can actually get back and watching without having to worry about school, then I think I'll be able to finish out the show within a week.
I'm hyped for you. Like
Yeah.
I made a Hunter x Hunter video recently, right? And I had to rewatch some of the episodes to like get clips and everything, and man, like I was so hyped just rewatching like the final arc. So I'm excited for you. I really am.
Yeah, like I'm a little bit in the Chimera, and then I know after this, a coworker really wants me to watch No Game No Life, and then I just gotta
It's pretty
catch
good.
up on. Yeah, I gotta catch up on a few shows. Like I mean, like I know like the newest episodes of ReZero have come out, so I gotta get into those. But
Oh, did you finish Kaguya Sama? I have to ask.
yeah, I'm all caught up, dude. It's so good.
I love that show. I really do.
It's too good. And I know we talked about. Did you see the clip I sent you? They released the first dub episode. There was like a clip of it.
Oh yeah, the really
That I
bad
sent
one
for group
that
chat.
everyone's
Yeah.
shitting on.
I mean, it's really hard. I mean, so great. I mean, granted, we didn't watch the whole episode. I don't have a Funimation
sure.
subscription. I mean, anyone could take a clip out of just like anything, but I will admit that it did not sound amazing. But I think also, making a judgment over a whole entire voice actor for a character over 2 minutes is a little unfair.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've done that before. I think I said this.
Yeah,
in,
me too. Absolutely.
But
I
see,
think
like,
go aahead. Sorry.
now if the sub wasn't great, I think I'd lean a little more towards the dub. But I think that the sub is amazing, and I think the voices, especially like the announcer. I mean, at least in season 1 alone, the announcer was a huge part. Season 2, not so much. I fucking hate that announcer in the dub. He sounds like they took someone off of a fucking Division III baseball team, and they tried to tell him, "Hey, voice act for 5 free meals down at the lounge," and they had him smoke a blunt like an hour and a half earlier because he's fucking laughing for no reason.
Wow.
Like the announcer in the sub is super serious and unbiased. Like he's like extremely serious, and like he gets like his voice gets animated, but it's still serious. But the dub, he's just like fucking. He's like.
That's awful.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But yeah, James, what have you been gaming on? What have you been doing?
I've been playing. I've been streaming some Titanfall 2.
Yeah,
recently.
You have been streaming.
So that was, that's kind of fun.
Heck yeah.
But
do you have a stream schedule?
No, definitely not.
Fuck.
Can you
Alright,
stream?
continue.
How often can you commit to streaming?
Maybe 2 to 3 times a week.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's awesome.
But only for like an hour to 2 hours,
it was
maybe 3.
a lot of fun hanging out with you and watching your stream. Even after
I had some fun with the boys.
I went to lay down. Like, you were playing Papers, Please, too, at the end,
I was having a lot of fun with that.
Uh-huh.
Yep. We also streamed some Valorant. That was cool.
Yeah, we did play Valorant, and I freaking owned. That's the
Yeah, you
worst
did. That
you've
was
ever
weird.
done in Valorant, I think, ever.
Worst time, yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, so Valorant, you've been streaming. You streamed what else?
Well, the Papers, Please,
Papers,
and
Please,
Titanfall 2. That's the only games I've
Titanfall
played.
2, hell yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we gotta get this man to affiliate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Link will be in the description.
I think we just need... let me actually check how many followers I
If you
need.
do exclamation point guest, it'll give his Twitch, I believe.
Oh, heck.
There it is.
Oh,
Bada
yeah.
bing, bada boom. And I gave Luke's Twitter, sorry. And his Twitch. Because Luke streams on Twitch sometimes. He hasn't for a while, though.
Yeah, when I'm not taking 3 classes.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Speaking of which, Evan,
What's up?
the professor really liked the paper that I had you look over.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
I have very minimal things I need to change.
Yeah, you kicked ass on that paper.
Yeah, so
Can you explain how it is to receive paper feedback from me? Because it's really fun.
it's like I'm a dog. It's like I'm a dog that pisses on the carpet, and I get fucking kicked like I'm a dog in JoJo's. But then he tells me what I need to do correctly.
No, there's some positive
Yikes.
ones. There's some good.
Yeah, there's some
stuff in
positive.
there.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude, he is very very adamant about whatever. He's either gonna hype you up or he's gonna shit on you. There's no like, well, I guess he could do this. It's like
I still remember.
like, dude.
The first one I ever read for you, I wrote like multiple times. Ooga booga. This sounds like caveman talk.
Yeah. He only had to do that once for this last one.
Oh, yep.
For a 21 page paper to only
Oh
get
my
Ooga
God.
Booga once is
That was a lot of
He also
trouble.
he got like, I was having a really bad issue because this was also like typed between like multiple nights being up till 6, so sometimes I wouldn't see stuff.
Yeah.
I had a bad time. I needed to put colons or semicolons. After like the 5th time, he said, "Use a fucking colon" in all caps.
Yikes.
Yeah, you and your freaking punctuation, man. Semicolons are underrated and underutilized. That's like my biggest. Any like young people out there writing papers, use your fucking semicolons. Get rid of your.
I hate semicolons.
Get rid of
I'm
your,
even working on a.
Get rid of your comma ands. Get rid of your conjunctions. Pop a semicolon in there. It looks nice.
No,
Evan
it doesn't.
Yes, it
Evan can
does.
attest that even sometimes when I text him, I slowly am like working on making sure like, even like just like the most casual conversations or even like emails, I'm trying to make more professional and with better grammar.
Yeah,
Well, the easiest way to make an adjustment in your life is to have somebody roast you for it. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you're making that positive change. Even though semicolons suck, I will say it, but I know they have their place, so I'm not going to roast them entirely.
Yeah, he has a lot of. I was gonna roast your text to me, but there's a lot of howevers, a lot of random things. James just texted me and said you are a QT. So thank you, James. I appreciate it.
Can you please stop
Like the gas
sexually
station
harassing my
letters.
co-host, please?
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
Oh man. But yeah, so Shelter Fox, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, so we need to have an argument.
I really don't want to.
What's that
I mean,
about?
I don't either, but these guys are bullying us, and they're wrong. So I'm ready
Okay,
to
here we
fight.
go. Awesome.
Okay, now we need to have our ground rules, okay? We're not gonna talk over each other, because that's gonna
No
be
name calling.
fucking annoying. Okay.
Except stupid and idiot and moron. Those are allowed.
Those 3 specifically. Okay? No talking over each other. Each party will have, I don't know, 30 seconds.
We'll have the
to
floor
speak.
for our argument.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it'll be one at a time. So it'll be one of us, then one of you, then one of... Then you can do one of us, then one of you. Boom.
Okay, I think you guys should start because
Nope.
this.
Nope, you're the guest. Do it.
All right, we'll start with the question at hand that we need to figure out the bottom line of. So Evan and I are very adamant that pineapples are very mid. They're not the best fruit in the world. In fact, they're one of the worst.
Absolutely.
And
Confirmed.
James and Luke over here think that pineapple is the toppest of tier when it comes to fruit, and that is blasphemy in our opinion.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't want to say our opinions are facts, but they kind of are, so...
Sometimes people have wrong opinions, and this is one where Luke and James have one, so...
So, if you guys would like to start as to why it's so good...
Who wants to start?
Or if you want us to take the floor, like...
I think Luke's more passionate about this than I am.
Yeah, dude,
Absolutely.
I am passionate about pineapple.
And me and James can just agree to disagree.
Man, I'll tell you right now.
I'm starting your timer. Go.
Oh wait, we have the poop timer out.
Go.
So I love pineapple, dude. I'm telling you, it's my favorite fruit. It's got everything you need. Honestly, I like the texture. Like, does it get stringy? Yes, but the overall texture is great. You got a good sweetness. The juice is fantastic, dude. Like, and sometimes you have fruit and like the juice falls out, it just makes it worse. Nah, pineapple's great. Dude, dried pineapple is great. I am adamant, even against like pineapple on pizza. It is great. It balances out the sweet and the salty.
Stop. Nope,
okay.
Quit. Stop. Time.
Okay, I'm gonna lead us off here, Evan, if you don't mind.
Oh, please, because I'm not gonna say anything.
All right, let me know when you start the timer, please.
And go.
All right, without even having to clown on pineapple itself, the easiest way to show that pineapple is such an inferior fruit is to compare it to the other fruits that are the toppest of tier. Take strawberries, debatably the best fruit of all time. It can be sour, it can be sweet, it can go with basically anything. It is one of the pinnacles of dessert. People put strawberries in their cereal. Then we have bananas, the thing that goes the best with strawberries. Bananas are such a good fruit, full of potassium, and one of the best debatable tastes of all time. And then we have things like the lemon, the grapes, the watermelons.
Nope. I did this to Luke too. I have to do it to you.
Yep. I've said my piece. I've said my piece.
Now, James, I'll give you the opportunity to default your turn to give Luke another turn. Unless you would like to speak.
Huh. Well,
with half the time for Luke.
Luke, I want you. I'll give you mine if you talk about less about the flavor and just more of the utilizations.
No.
Oh, I am glad to talk about this.
All right, you get half the time.
What?
Half the time? Wait. So is that 15 seconds?
Yeah, you get 15 seconds.
Okay, how we
second go.
So we already know what's about to start. What am I allowed to say?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I'll tell you when to start. And go.
I'll be honest, in my dating life, I've never had anyone say, hey, have strawberries or bananas before coming over. When I suck you off, they only want you to eat pineapple because it makes your spunk taste better. Now, I don't know anything, but I can have other people test for this, and it gets me sucked off more.
Time. Good. Decent
what
ending.
The fuck is that?
All right.
Have you never heard of that?
No, I have, but that's one of the dumbest arguments.
Now, Brandon,
towards pineapple.
I'm going to sacrifice my turn for you to get 15 seconds to roast this man, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Because you'll do a way better job than I ever could.
I'm ready.
So, and go.
Your argument is for pineapple-flavored cum. Are you kidding me? What? Well, okay. I don't know about you, but when I eat fruits, it's for my own enjoyment, not for frickin' flavored semen. I think that's an awful argument, but okay. Pineapples are dry.
Nope, romp. There you
go. More the utilization than the flavor.
Let us know in the comments section.
All right, I was expecting you. All right,
I was expecting. I will say, Brandon, I do love that. I do love that.
I'm not even done. I was expecting. All right.
Someone
out
please.
Out of the argument, I was expecting when you said utilization to say something like, "Oh, well, it's a very good mixer, cool, a lot of drinks." No, they come out here with freaking pineapple flavored spunk. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this.
I knew that was going to be when James said utilization. I knew what was happening. I knew it was going.
I did want to talk about.
I knew they wanted to talk about semen. You think I don't know the Zesty boys? They're zesty because of semen.
I'm glad that I can enjoy fruits that don't involve semen.
Me
honestly,
too.
I'm very proud of my argument now.
Right there.
I mean, I should have. I wanted to talk about. I was going to talk about the ham thing, but also like we've had our debates about ham. You never had ham that's been soaked in pineapple before?
See, I'm not
I mean,
down
I
with
can't.
the sweet
I can't say that I
and salty
have.
thing. I'm not down
It's
with
great.
that.
It's very good.
Yeah, sweet and
Yeah, it is
salty
very
definitely
good.
do not go together.
No,
Yes,
that
they
whole
do.
thing. Maybe,
I
like,
mean,
chocolate-covered
you eat something
pretzels?
salty, and then when you're done, you have something sweet.
But
You do
not
not
me.
take the sweet and shove it into
Yeah, I
the
don't
salt.
like- I
Hey,
don't
what
like
do you
maple ham
what do you
either. I
add to
don't like
chocolate
maple
to make
ham.
it sweeter?
What do you add to chocolate to make it sweet?
Not semen. That's
not
pineapple
semen.
flavored. That's
Salt.
for fucking sure.
Weirdo.
Salt and sweet.
Well, okay.
Anyways,
Did you guys know that pineapples can actually be poisonous? Pineapples that are not ripe, or unripe pineapples, as I should say, can actually poison you.
So just
So
make
can
sure you
fucking
eat the
rhubarb
correct one.
leaves. Who
you know
gives
what
a
else
shit?
can poison you? Poison.
Semen.
Yeah.
Apple
Uh,
seeds.
Do you eat apple seeds?
Do you eat unripe fruit?
I would be much more likely to eat an unripened pineapple than to go out of my way to eat the fucking core of an apple.
Now I will say,
No, yeah, nice try. There you go. Move on.
but for
that
this
one.
pineapple thing, the argument was S tier. I'm not saying pineapple's number one. I just
do you
completely
want me to pull
disavow
your
your
quote?
statement.
Do you want me to pull your quote up? Because
I completely disavow. I completely disavow your statement of in the original
D tier.
fruit ranking. Yeah, D tier. Fuck.
It
no.
is D tier.
D
Fuck
tier at best.
no.
All right, if
D
we're
tier on
talking
a
about
good day.
freaking semen flavors, maybe you could make that argument for a higher tier, but not for just straight up tasting the fruit. That is
Hey,
not even close.
I care.
Luke and
I
I
care
quote.
about my significant other.
Luke and I
alright?
quote. No.
Bruh.
Luke and I quote. Stop it. Pineapple is S tier, MF. So nice try. Changing your argument now. I got you. I got the receipt.
No, I never
These
said
men,
no.
Do
No,
you
I
want
these
never
men
said it
came
was an
out
S
here
tier.
Do you want me
with
to
the
steer
pineapple
it?
argument to try and
S
argue about
tier.
flavored semen. That's their argument.
I
S tier can have
Screenshot it.
multiple fruit in it. Yeah, I said it was
Okay.
S tier.
Yeah.
I don't need to be out here
I'm not
pouring semen down
disagreeing.
people's throats to try and argue my fruit, okay?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Like, you guys
I
went
just read
silent
I
after that.
just-
That's
I
how-
just read a comment.
Yeah,
so.
that's how we know Brandon won. There's no other option here.
Okay, you only gave us 45 seconds to talk about each fruit, so
Thank
I don't
God.
know.
Well, now I'm clowning on your
fucking
argument.
awful.
I'm not talking about my fruits anymore.
There you go. There you go.
This is like the definition of the
I
freaking.
would respectfully
it's
ask
for my
you-
pride. It's for
I
my
would
pride.
respectfully ask
Bad
you to move
argument.
pineapple at least to A tier.
absolutely
No!
not. A
No!
tier. D tier is the best that you are gonna get.
No way.
It's not
That is.
E or F.
I will admit. Okay, I will admit pineapple is better than some fruits. We have already discussed this in the
we've
DMs.
already said
Yeah,
that.
Some
S is
fruits
over
are
here.
worse than
Thank you.
pineapple.
Yeah, thank you. I just said it was S tier. I didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm still on this thing of
Luke,
S tier.
What did you just say?
S tier's over A tier.
Yes.
Luke just agreed and
But
said-
it's not. It's not.
Luke
Yeah.
just said it.
Dude,
Yeah,
pineapple
thank
has
you.
one
I
of
just
the
said it was
worst
S tier, the
textures
best
of
fruit
any
all.
fruit. One of
Yeah,
the
S tier
worst
is the
textures
best.
of any fruit.
Is the best. Is over
Yeah,
A.
but that's not what Brandon's saying.
Yeah, I'm saying that your argument about freaking pineapple flavored spunk is not a good argument to boost your fruit to A, for that matter, or S. Even.
It's more
Yeah.
than just flavor, Brandon. It's about other things that you can do with this fruit. Not
With
only
this
is
fruit.
it
I'm not putting my
incredibly tasty-
semen in other things, James.
Yeah, what are
Like,
you talking? What?
I'm not doing that. Like,
James, do you know what you're responding to right now?
We're saying it's the best fruit, period. Like,
What, Brandon?
no, it's not.
Dude, pineapple has some of the best fruit juice also. Pineapple
All right,
juice
no,
is
that
better
is
than
not
apple
even
juice.
close.
You can't
Pineapple.
change
All right.
This is
All
too
right.
toxic.
No. I need to continue. Please. I need to say this.
Brandon,
Okay.
I hate you.
Pineapple juice is not a bad fruit juice. Okay, that's the one thing that I will say pineapple has going for it. Of everything else, that is the one thing I will be like, all right. That's why I don't think it's anywhere near the worst fruit, right? Like, there are plenty of other worse fruits. But apple juice, grape juice, orange juice, y'all are crazy.
Apple juice.
There's no way
is
it's the
ass.
best juice.
No.
Are you kidding me? Apple juice slaps, dude.
Apple juice is so good.
No,
Apple
it's
juice
not.
is like
Yeah,
I'm an
it is.
orange juice. I am an orange juice stan above all
Orange
else, but
juice is
apple
the
juice
best.
Orange
slaps.
juice is the best. I will
Apple
agree.
juice
Orange
and
juice. is
grape
the
Okay,
best.
juice are both
alright.
good though. Both better than pineapple.
Grape juice destroys.
Yeah,
You guys
those-
over
those
here
are
being
better than
alcoholics, think about your wine. That's grapes. You don't see
Yeah,
I don't
pineapples
drink
in wine.
wine.
There's no pineapple wine.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever, Luke.
Unsophisticated.
Anyways, can you guys talk about Zesty? Why do you have the name Zesty?
Mad.
I don't want to go into that.
Well,
I mean, I just took a picture with me at dumb
we-
sunglasses at work, and I sent it to Brandon. He screenshot it, and then I became ZestyLuke with a emote and a shirt. And that's my story.
Cool. And James did already tell his Zesty story in his episode, so you got to go watch that.
Yep.
But
Okay.
Cross
yeah.
reference.
anyways,
Mad.
I think
That's
to
in the
cool
same
down
universe.
from that, it's time to play a game.
I'm pissed.
Okay.
It's time to play a game. Brandon doesn't have to play, so he can be pissed. So
Okay.
this is you guys going against each other, okay? So ZestyBoi versus ZestyBoi here, all right? So what this is called is bros or foes, okay? So I'm going to show you guys pictures from various anime of two characters, and you're going to tell me if they are bros or if they're foes. And the answer needs to be what they are at the end of the series, not what they are at the beginning. So some may start
Okay.
as friends and be as foes and become bros. Some may start as bros and become foes, okay? You gotta tell me what they are at the end. You can say the same answer, but that means you'll tie and that sucks. So don't say the same answer every time.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll start with James, because he
Yeah.
is the
Original
Cutest.
Zesty Boy.
white guy. Zesty Avocado. So here we got Brandon's picture. So I don't. This is from Parasite. I know.
It is.
And what are the character names?
So we have Shinichi and Migi. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I
so
could be wrong
James.
about the one character name, but
Yeah.
Migi is confirmed.
James, are they bros or are they foes?
So do they end up as something and end as something? What do I have to guess? I guess the end
What
of
they
it.
end
Are they
as.
bros or are they foes?
Okay, what they
And-
end at? Okay.
Yeah, what they end as. So they could
I'm-
start as foes and end as bros, but you have to tell me
Okay.
what they end as.
I'm gonna say they end as bros.
End as bros, okay? Luke.
Okay.
I mean, from this inference, like, the eye itself doesn't look too hostile. But that man looked extremely worried. Now, with that, I do want to lead towards the bros. But I want to say my final answer is going to be foes.
Okay, and what did you say,
Ooh.
James?
I said bros.
He said bros.
Okay, so different answers. Brandon, what
Well.
are they?
At the end of the series, they are in fact bros.
Oh,
Bruh.
James 1, Luke 0. I'm not keeping score, so someone else needs
I'll
to.
do it. I'll
Thanks.
do it.
All right.
J versus L.
All
James
right.
gets a 1.
I don't know these. I think I know these characters, but I don't know them for sure. It's a very interesting art style.
This is Vagabond.
Okay, never mind. Didn't know him.
Musashi and Kojiro. Musashi being the one in blue. Kojiro being the latter.
Okay.
The latter. That doesn't mean anything in this situation.
It does.
I'm gonna
Cool.
say foes.
This one starts with Luke. Sorry, we
Oh,
alternate.
wow.
Who goes
Right,
first?
right.
So I get the concept of the art style. I would say that, it looks like they're supposed to be, against each other but for each other. One looks like it has a bird still resting peacefully at the end of the weapon, and the other one does not.
Mm-hmm.
The classic, red versus blue theme.
That's true.
However, I would say this is something that's kind of similar to Naruto, where they're foes for the longest time, but I think at the end they come and defeat a common enemy.
They end
I
up.
think
So your
I'm gonna say bros.
final answer, bros. All right, James.
All right.
What do you got?
I'm gonna say foes.
Foes. Ooh.
Okay.
Switching it
Well,
up again.
Before I release the answer here, I just want to confirm that those are in fact butterflies and not birds.
Yeah,
but,
they're butterflies.
Yeah. This kid's blind.
He said birds.
but they are in fact foes.
Oh!
Luke is or James is killing it. Luke is getting killed. How do
Unfortunately,
you feel?
that seems to be the case.
I mean, if I lose this game, I'll still beat him in fight or bite.
Oh,
good.
Tw-
All
25-8.
So this is Lelouch and Shizaku from Code
Suzaku.
Suzaku, sorry. Fuck. They're holding a cat too. I don't remember the cat's name,
I don't remember there being a cat.
but it does happen. So James, you get first go on this one. Lelouch and Suzaku bros or foes?
Shoot. I'm gonna say foes. Yeah.
Now, what do they end of the series as?
Yeah, foes.
Foes. Okay.
Yeah.
Luke, what do you got?
I mean, I wanted to go with foes. You know, I do want to take a lead, so I kind of have to take a risk here. So the best case scenario is if I say foes, then we're still at a 2 differential. But if I say bros and I'm correct, then I close the gap. I mean, they do look friendly here, but that could just be, you know, normal concept art for the beginning of a series. So I think I'm gonna go off the map and say that they are definitely bros.
You think they're bros? Okay, well, in fact, they do begin as bros, but unfortunately, they end as foes.
Dang it.
Embarrassing. James taking another lead. There is still a chance for Luke to catch up. We've got 4 left.
So that's another point for James?
Yes, so 3-0.
3-0.
Gotta attempt a reverse sweep here.
You've got to get something. All right, we have got Natsu and Gajeel from Fairy Tail.
I have not seen Fairy Tail.
Are they? You've not seen any of these. That was the goal.
That's the point.
Oh, okay.
So this one is a Luke beginning, I believe.
Oh yeah,
right?
Luke, you're right.
Again, like, you know, they look really intense, and it looks like they are fighting, but I want to say I'm gonna go with bros for sure. I mean, I definitely think that, like, they probably, again, like Sasuke versus Naruto, it's like they fight and shit happens, but then they might go for another common enemy again. But I don't know. Maybe they are extremely, you know, they're very balanced. So then when they fight, they get some injuries, and they're like, you know, maybe we should stop fighting, and then they'll just be bros.
Okay. James?
I'm gonna say bros. Bros. Final answer.
So is that 2 for bros?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. They are bros.
Oh!
Absolutely bros.
Okay. Also, I'm seeing some
Everyone's mad about
some arguments in the chat here.
Yes, that's fine. They can be mad.
So, okay. Are we just going to go with what we said?
I mean,
I think you could argue it both ways.
I think
to be
you
honest,
could absolutely argue it both ways.
So we both
That's
get
why
a point?
I'm just going to leave it. You guys can both have a point.
We can do
I
that.
feel like,
So
well,
we'll
instead
give
of giving
Luke an
us both a
extra
point,
point.
why
It
don't you
doesn't
just
matter.
take the
That's
point
just
away?
him.
That'd
Yeah.
be easier. So it'd be, instead
There
of
you go.
4-1, it's 3-1.
Page
All right,
point.
we'll do that. We'll just take a point away because we fricked
Okay,
up,
we
apparently.
saw. They don't really. I mean, whatever.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Next one that we can all move on to.
Woo!
It is Guts and Griffith. Guts is on the right. Griffith is on the left.
Okay. So I have seen one episode of an anime with Berserk.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that the Knights kind of don't like him. So, shoot. I'm going to say foes.
I think they end as
All right.
foes, not bros.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Luke, what do you got?
I would have to agree with foes. They does not look like with their backs turned. They definitely look like they're in disagreements. So I would say foes.
Oh, man. Well, they are foes. They are bros for quite a while, though, but they do end up as foes. That's what I thought would get you.
So 4-2.
4-2. You're still
2
a
to 4.
chance
Oh, it's
to
coming.
tie.
Yeah, coming
There's
back.
only 2 left. So here we've got Mikado and Kida from Durarara. Now, are they bros or foes? What do they end as?
This picture is a little more difficult to make an inference from. And there's not really anything that would suggest, I guess, any kinship or lack of, or anything that could break any bond that they have in this picture alone. But if I had to guess, and if James were to want to make the game interesting, he would be guessing the opposite. So I'm going to guess that they are bros at the end.
Okay. Luke, what do you got?
I mean, James.
Or, yeah. I want Luke to say it again, though, actually.
I think bros.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would agree just by the picture, but I want a chance for Luke to tie me, so I'm going to go with the opposite. I'm going to say foes.
That's what you're going to say? You're going to say foes?
I'd like to say bros, but I'm just going to go the opposite of Luke just in case he can close the gap.
Well... They're bros. So, there you go. Get owned. Now it is just 1 point apart.
So that's another point for Luke.
Another point
3
for
to
Luke.
4.
And
4 to
last but
3.
not least, we have got
Oh no.
an ultimate pair
Oh
of
no.
Joseph Joestar and Cesar Zeppeli,
Man.
with Joseph Joestar being on the right and Caesar being on the left. I believe this
Those
is
are
a
bros
James
if I've
start.
ever seen them.
This is a James start.
Well, he said bros
You
right
said
off
bros
the bat.
immediately. Okay.
That's a good old like best friends fighting because they're rivals, but they both want to get better right there.
Has James
Okay.
seen this?
Has James seen this? No, absolutely
I
not.
don't think so.
I mean,
No.
again, like
No.
from man,
Look at
this
the chat.
sucks. I mean,
It's not really saying anything, but
man, I mean, like obviously I would want to say bros, but just for I'm either
you're either
down
gonna-
by. I'm
Well,
either
you could win.
I gotta
No,
go.
There's 3 opportunities here. You could tie. You could win. You could tie.
No, I could tie.
If
or
there's a
lose
tie,
by 1, or
I
lose
will
by 2.
give a tiebreaker. I have a
Okay.
tiebreaker ready.
Okay.
Oh,
Then
If need be.
I guess from that inference alone, if he says there's going to be a tie, then I think I'm going to go with foes, just from him implying that there could be a tie. So I'm going to go with foes and think that they're best friends. It's like the last arc or 2. So foes.
Oh, okay.
Pranked.
Get owned. They're bros. They're the best of bros, in fact.
Yeah.
They're one of the best bro pairs ever. So, James, you're the #1 bro. How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
We already knew that.
Well, I did have a tiebreaker
just
ready
kidding.
just in
There's
case you guys
2
tied.
more.
Oh,
Here's
got
the
him.
next one,
God.
idiots. I didn't see them until just now.
cool.
So this is from Monster. This is Tenma, who is in the car, and Officer Lunge, who is outside the car with the gun.
Foes.
All right,
Great. All right.
James.
Go bros.
Well, contrary to popular belief, they end the series as bros.
Oh,
Luke, you're having a struggle here, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Well, now James has officially won, no matter what
Yeah.
happens. But here's our last one.
So this is from Vinland Saga. On the left, we have Askeladd, and on the right, we have Thorfinn.
It's your turn,
I think
James.
James starts, yeah.
Yeah, James starts.
Okay. Yeah, those are foes if I've ever seen them.
Foes.
Okay.
Dude, they are bros.
They're bros. Okay, you guys are very
Okay.
confident in these.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
So, they are, in fact, foes!
Oh man,
Jesus Christ.
we're gonna get
Definitely.
everyone right.
Definitely enemies.
Yep.
Just look at their faces. Do they look very complimentary? Nope, they're evil against each other.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's 7 points for James and 3 for Luke. I mean, do we want to do the ultimate tiebreaker test, even though it's not a tie?
Let me
mean,
throw it
this
up
is-
there.
I don't.
I
have
mean,
it.
go for
I know
another one.
neither of these two are going to know about it, so I'll just send it in the
Let's
Discord
make it.
chat.
Okay.
and
Let's
you
make
can
it
pop
worth.
it on the
Let's-
screen,
Let's
Evan.
make it worth
Yep.
5 points.
Oh, yeah, no
Okay.
way they're gonna.
So
do
this
that.
one actually has 3 answers.
What?
So,
What?
it's 3 possible answers, I should say. So,
I'm
are they
gonna go-
bros?
Hold on, it's
Are
not
they
on-
foes, or are they both?
It's not on
I'm
the
gonna-
screen yet.
I'm gonna go
I know.
foes, bros, and then foes again.
What?
Well, no. It's
No,
e-
what?
like you can pick one of 3. Are they bros, are they foes, or are they both? That's your
Hold on. Let me get it on the screen.
options.
And there it is. Sorry, guys. Bada
You're
bing,
good.
Bada boom. There it is.
Hmm.
Oh, I actually.
Bros,
yeah.
foes, or both?
Man, that's a really good. That's a really good picture, Brandon.
Yep,
I guess both.
It took me a second to get who they even were.
exactly.
Because they all look the same in that anime.
What?
Oh.
Oh,
Well-
excuse me.
What do you
Anyway.
think, James?
So I
James,
think that red
what?
herring. I think the both is a little red herring there. I think they end as bros.
Okay. Well,
Now-
Luke is actually correct on this one.
What?
Is this ending in super?
Well, no, this is
ending
so
in
this is
Z.
Goku and Raditz.
Yeah.
So the reason why both applies here is because they are indeed foes, but they are literally brothers.
Oh my god.
So Luke gets 1 pity point at the end there
Oh,
for
good
4
job. I think
to
that means
7.
he wins since that was the tiebreaker.
No, it really doesn't. It's just
tiebreaker.
I
James
mean,
risked
this
it
wasn't
all.
worth more than points.
Yeah, but he
James
risked
just
it all.
I didn't put all my points.
I
in
think
life.
James.
This is not.
Luke, I'm sorry, you lost. I'm giving this one to James.
This is not a double Jeopardy moment here.
Luke just has apparently a better sense at sensing, sibling rivalry.
Yeah, we could have did specific brothers, I guess.
Maybe next time, Luke will have an advantage.
Yeah, I don't know. James, have you started One Piece yet? We talked about that last time.
I have started it a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, but did you watch it since the podcast?
I've seen an episode, yeah.
I don't know.
An episode?
Yeah, I don't know that was the deal, but
I mean, yeah.
Well, what did you think?
I
mean, the first episode, I will say that Kobe sucks. Kobe sucks eggs.
But he gets
the worst.
Kobe.
But he's
once
really
he's
good.
out of there, no, Kobe.
He gets really
awful.
good.
I mean, maybe, but once he's out of there, the anime gets much better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, no, I'm way past that. Zoro's brother came in, or we found Zoro's brother. I don't know, dude.
What?
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. That to me. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I know Zoro's brother sails in.
He's on the Barati.
Oh.
I don't think that's his brother.
Zoro's brother.
I think that's his friend.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
It's like
wait, are you talking about Johnny and the other fucking guy?
I don't know. It's not Mihawk.
I was about to say, are you like when you said sailing? I'm like, oh, what Mihawk? Are you
Mihawk
crazy, bro?
brother? What?
Yosaku. I don't remember his name. Yosaku. But someone in the chat said it. But Johnny. How are you that far and you're not on board yet? The Baratier
I'm at
slaps.
it's like episode here. I'll look it up on my Crunchyroll. See what episode.
Baratier is one
did
of my
they
favorite
recruit
arcs.
Usopp?
I love it.
Did you meet Usopp?
Yes.
So you met Claw Hand guy. Claw Door.
What the fuck is that?
Claw Door.
Oh
Captain Kuro.
I'll tell you what episode I'm on.
Claw Boy.
Now what about the Foxy Boy arc? Foxy Pirate arc.
That's way away.
That's
after Skypiea. That's the worst.
Best arc.
No, it's the worst. I'd skip it.
Well, Foxy Games. Okay, but now listen. What about Afro Luffy?
No.
You don't skip that. What episode are you on?
I
James?
wanted to.
No, too bad.
I just finished 19 and I see on episode 20 there's a picture of Sanji, so.
Of who?
Sanji.
Oh, the best character in
Episode 19. Oh, duh.
Right, Zora's backstory.
Well,
episode 19.
I mean,
when he's a little boy.
You get more of his backstory later, but yeah, that's part of it.
Okay, so I guess they did just meet Johnny. Okay. I don't know how you're not on board yet. Yeah. Well, I guess you're just starting the Baratier arc, to be fair. The Baratier arc slaps.
That's my
and
favorite
then after that,
arcs.
Oh, I'd say it's my guilty pleasure favorite, but the next one I'd say is arguably the best one.
Arlong? Is that Arlong?
Arlong.
Next? Oh, that one's top tier. But I just like Sanji so much, I have to.
Yeah.
Baratier.
Baratier is great. I don't know. You're about to get into where it picks up. I will say that Syrup Village is kind of mid.
Yeah, Arlong Park. If you get through that and you don't like it, then you can.
Then you can stop.
Drop it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can stop.
Officially drop it because that arc gets you.
Oh, it does.
Or it got me
every time.
At least.
It gets me every time. I see a clip of it. I'm like, bruh. Oh no.
Luke, when are you gonna start One Piece? Let's bully you
about
it.
Yeah, it's on
Netflix. Maybe when I'm not taking 3 classes.
Well,
when
don't.
is that gonna be?
Fuck.
Stop.
Shit.
Put yourself in a specific timeline here of when you're gonna watch.
I'm gonna say I'll start it by at least like 2035.
Don't say that.
What?
I'm not.
One Piece won't even be over yet.
James has started it.
I mean, it took me a whole semester to watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
You're not getting out of here without saying when you're gonna watch the first episode of One Piece. So.
When I decide to.
Oof.
I'm mad.
I'm mad.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Are you? Did you?
Got anything else, Brandon?
I don't know. I'm upset. I'm still mad about the pineapple thing, and now I'm extra mad that Luke won't give us a timeline.
Piece,
but
yeah.
How about this? We will do something simultaneously. All right.
What?
If I prove to you that I watch an episode of One Piece, will you move Pineapple up 1 tier?
No.
To C tier?
Absolutely.
How about this? How about? Yeah. So for every.
Oh, to C tier.
How about this? For every 100 episodes of One Piece I watch, you have to move it up 1 tier.
Well, I can't change facts, Luke. I can't change that Pineapple is
then
in fact
I can't change me watching One Piece.
Well, then you're just going to be missing out for your whole life, and we're going to be sad for you.
Yeah, and you're missing out on a succulent fruit.
I mean, I can have pineapple whenever I want.
You can't have One Piece whenever you want because you
Yes,
won't watch it.
yes, I can.
Well, if you're not going to watch it, you can't.
Won't? Yeah.
I mean, I think 100 episodes of an anime just to move my particular fruit up a tier is fair. I think that's a great ratio, 100 to 1.
If you watch 500 episodes, I'll move it up to C.
What about the other 400?
See, I'll sell out.
I mean,
for
if you
100
get into
episodes,
500,
but
you'll
no one
watch
cares
the
about
other
my tier
400
list,
yourself.
so. I'll sell out for 100 episodes. I'll call it C.
There you go.
There you go, Luke.
Man, I just want pineapple to get the respect it deserves.
All right, we're done.
Well, you should get a better argument
this
then.
is too zesty of an episode for me.
It's certainly got a lot of zest.
Thanks, you guys, for coming on.
No problem.
Yeah, it's great to always have you. We'll definitely have you back again. Hopefully next time we won't be so hostile.
Yeah.
I promise
Yeah.
next time we will not talk about fruit.
Oh,
Well, I don't mind if we talk about fruit as long as we don't talk about semen flavored
Yeah,
fruit.
I'm not trying to.
Or fruit flavored semen, sorry. Same
Whoa,
thing.
look at this. Before we leave.
Oh,
Look at this.
Metal
he
Mama,
says.
appreciate
Metal
you always supporting the boys.
Aw.
Mama.
38 in
best.
total.
Thank you, Mama.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Legend.
Absolute
Well,
animal.
Are we finishing things off, boys?
Yeah,
Is
we
that
are.
what's happening
I don't
here?
know.
I
All right.
believe that's a great thing to
What
end
have you
on.
been? What do you got going on? Where can people find you guys if they
Yeah.
want to talk to you?
Like was mentioned before, whatever the command was for, was it?
I got it. I
Explanation
got
guess?
you. I got
Yeah.
you.
So thank
There
you.
you go.
So, at least for me, if you follow me on Twitter, you can see me retweet the same one or two things every week on every Monday. Every Monday, I retweet Garfield dancing to Happy. Every Saturday, I retweet Saturdays Were Made for Dads and Dad's Cars. And also, I can't believe I have to drive all the way to work on a Saturday.
All the way to work.
Great.
So I retweet that and occasionally talk about a little anime and sports on my Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, if you follow me on Twitch, every once in a while when I'm not busy, I do stream just any game that I feel akin to.
That's true. And, I mean, this also transitions into James, but you're also in the Discord that James has.
Yeah, so
I usually
also,
hop in. Yeah.
James, what
and
do
also
you
some
got?
exciting news. Sorry to see the spotlight.
What's your exciting news?
Once this school year ends, I'll finally be able to invest in new computer. So then my streaming I'll actually be able to stream games like Rust and any other games
hell
that
yeah.
you guys are able to play, like Valorant.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That'd be exciting.
All
We have
right.
to get Brandon on for some Valorant pretty soon.
That's true.
You do.
That's a lot of fun.
We'll bug him.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
Well, yeah. I
gotta
mean,
be down to clown.
if you
Where
hit
do
that
we
link
find-
for the
Where do we find Zesty James?
hit the link for the Discord servers, my Discord server. We have all the Zesty boys in here. We have a good time. We share knowledge, and I'm usually found in the general voice chat.
Mhm.
That's true.
I'm
you wanna come
there
harass
pretty
me.
frequently too.
If you're really annoying, I'll leave though. But that's where I'm hanging out. Usually,
Is that why you're
usually
never
come
there
in
when I'm
like,
there?
Yeah, usually like once a day. Well, yeah, you always go on there when you're off work, but I work night shift, so I'm usually at work when you get off work.
James, I'm gonna cry.
I get off at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, and I work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. usually.
Oh, James. Yeah, please keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I hang out there every once in a while, so
Yeah.
actually more than once in a while, at least 4 or 5 times a week. So
Yeah, absolutely. And get the
Alright.
boy to affiliate on twitch.tv/
Yep.
SlimJimDude5210.
34 followers away. Then after
Yeah.
that, the rest should be not too hard. So
We'll get you there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And
Hell yeah.
Thanks for being on the American Sushi Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, and Google Play at the American Sushi Podcast. You can find us on twitch.tv/ American_sushi, YouTube at the American Sushi Podcast, and on Twitter at Sushi Podcast.
Yeah.
And before we go, we like to ask an ending question. And so, I want to know, is it wrong to like brick walls?
Thanks for
watching.
coming. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.